Okay, here we go. Not everything white is sullen, and not everything gray is ashen. What is transparency and what is translucent? That's yet a whole nother manner of dialogue, but you know, I says we don't want to see capillaries on men either, where it looks like there's very, very minuscule blood vessels travel through people's skin because they are male. The testosterone, places or positions them differently in the face, and so you have some fine ass white men walking around with, like you bust a blood vessel in an eye. Now imagine that same mechanism in somebody's skin, only at very fine microscopic levels, and it probably will translate into something that I guess they used to call it rosacea. Okay, so we've said this is the cure. You take out the quarter melanation that reports from the location such as Africa, and that's what you get. If only biology or healthcare were skin deep. It's not just one of aesthetic value, and it shows in how people regard the earth, how people treat each other, how they treat children, whether they're directly related or not. Maybe they're not even first generation related. Maybe they're second, third, or fourth generation related, and you're doing that shit. So, this is what I gotta say. If you look at some of the alien pictures, you will notice that one of the aliens is more like a grayish color, and the other one is more like a grayish greenish color, if you look very, very carefully. But as they say, people are so busy being amused by the obvious that they've become obfuscated by the invisible. Okay, and basically that's really all I gotta say on that, but I don't know. I guess if you think about it, it's really rather irritating. It really is. So I'm heading back to the house now. I'm just walking. You know what I really should be doing is videoing, and then I could just go in and automatically upload, but my brain I'm not thinking in terms of videos. Everything is translating in terms of just a sheer MP3. I should have put it, I don't know. Usually I like to think I wouldn't have been walking by myself and somebody said, hey, let me grab the phone, and then I wouldn't have to worry, should I hit for an MP3 first, or if I should go straight into filming an MP4 and put it in. But now they can line these women up and they can take it into, I don't know what kind of class, taken into a trade show or a convention. They said, well, shit, if you call it that, she's never going to participate in that. But they can talk about the difference in skin tone. What model is this? So on and so forth. And in an ideal world, because new skin didn't make it, because the old players are still the baddest ballers on the motherfucking planet. I mean, the baddest players so far as that's concerned. But no new skin got cut in. They're gonna have to create a state where the people who usher in the new settlement town, the new nation state, is gonna be children. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Lordy. Which I guess that would make the old players the middle. They would have a generation front ended it and back ended it. There's Vaz's generation and McKenna's generation. Well, they're already out and about. And then you have a generation essentially hailing from the trees, hailing from the white wolf, possibly hailing from the eagle, hailing from the bison, and other natural parts of the world who are just waiting. They're just hanging out, they're waiting. Listen, oh my God, the family has went through so much. Just take your time. We'll get there. We're going to be meeting y'all soon. Just take your time. That's probably what they're saying. This family that is small as hell upon the earth, what I'm proposing is that the planet is empty. The planet is empty. I ain't got a motherfucking kid of man would have been dumb enough to say open up all. Last I really heard, the count might have been 52, 54 states, okay. 56 states burned the light. Now, they didn't already burned it out on this end. Honey, they would have possibly had something called a nuclear reactor failure, where the whole globe would have went on shutdown, or at least suspension. The whole, it couldn't have been. So that's what I'm proposing. The whole planet is empty. And I don't even want to mix apples with oranges, but they checked on me when I was over at 830 South Morgan saying, I know you don't believe us, but in a couple years you're going to be going down. We're sent over here to check on you, to give you a reminder, to make sure you're still going to know the proper people and places, and remember what, oh my God, the finance judge looked like. Oh, hey. What the? Right, in my mind, I guess I figured out that he could never be a little boy, because I'm so used to it. Anyway, I'm used to looking at a very particular prototype when it comes to him. Okay, and at this point, I don't see a whole lot of in between. And so my theory is that once we go from here to there, we are going to become the middle. You're going to have basically a generation front ending and a generation back ending, and we would be the constant variable. You know what I mean? Something like that. You have the children, they have to be reintroduced to the world, introduced to snow. They have to be held, checked on. Their clothes are going to be handled a very specific way. There is no division between a this and a that. How much, there'll be some differences in style, sure. The same type of laundry detergent that I use for my children is going to be used for the monks, and it's all the same. Those are your brothers. Those are your sisters. Okay? It shouldn't be that much whispering going on. Whispering, I said, don't you see, fool, you ain't related to them people. They stand up there, they whisper in front of you. Thelma, Eddie, Tracy Griffin, girl, don't you see you ain't related to them people? They whispering all around me, and that's that woman's motherfucking mansion. Honey, Candace, roll down the motherfucking window. I'm all fought out in this bullshit ass country. Okay? You can look up on YouTube and see underneath various typologies how much fighting I have done and still can't get it resolved because the density is being held back. Okay? It's being held back in plastic items, for example. In your kitchen or your kitchenette, you are supposed to have a stainless steel refrigerator. Okay? You're supposed to have a stainless steel garbage can. The floors should not be plastic. They should be hardwood floors. Your bathroom tile is really debatable, if you ask me, on how wide the tile should be in a bathroom. But obviously the tile should not be 1 inch by 1 inch. You know what I mean? Lest you get confused if it's 4 by 4 and you mistake your bathroom floors for the damn tiles that's supposed to be placed on the wall. So you're shitting me. No, I wish I was. I wish I motherfucking was. And on that note, we are signing off so I can get my mind right, so I can walk up in the place that I'm currently staying till I get to where the fuck I'm going.